Hi, everybody. This is Rachel from the Northeast Bloggers Network, and I'm here today with Madeline, who writes the blog The Collegiate Vegan, and she is our blog of the week this week. So we are going to do a little Q&A with Madeline this week about her blog. So first up, go ahead and just let us know a little bit about yourself and just some info about you and why you started blogging, and tell us a little bit about your blog, if you will.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, so like Rachel said, my name's Madeline, and I write the Collegiate Vegan blog. I've had it for 3 years now, which I can't believe I've spent that much time typing on this computer. But I'm a 22-year-old college student at Northeastern University in Boston, and 3 years ago is when I got my first kitchen. And when I started trying to cook, trying to learn to cook, I had a really hard time. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. And I had been vegetarian since I was like 10 years old, and had kind of decided around the same time to try out being vegan just as like a healthy challenge. And the more I started learning to cook, I had started this blog just to be able to ask people questions, basically. To ask them questions, to look for new recipes, and I slowly started to get the hang of my kitchen, got better at cooking healthy meals with that were really simple. You know, I didn't have a lot of time, don't have a lot of money, still don't have a lot of time or money. So everything I cook has to be simple, it needs to be yummy and healthy, and it needs to be cheap. So after I started getting the hang of that, I realized that I had this great opportunity to share my tips for cooking really simple meals that are also really healthy, delicious, don't take up a lot of time, don't cost a lot of money, and I just really found this awesome passion for cooking and food. So I study health communication here at Northeastern, and I'm hoping to go more into food policy studies as I graduate, and being able to cook and share food is just a really great way to tie together my studies and all the fun stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much me. I'm 22 and I love food.
All right, sounds great. Sounds really interesting, putting together all those different recipes and trying to do it, cost friendly and everything. So I think that's a really great idea for a blog and for life, right?
Yeah, I know it's really challenging to find good, affordable recipes, and it takes a lot of time to think it through. So I figure if I can take the time and put that together for other people and take that stress away from them, then why not?
Yeah, that's awesome. So, okay, so tell us, you're a college student, so tell us a little bit about where you live and what you love about it.
Yeah, so I'm super lucky that Northeastern University is right in the middle of downtown Boston. I live about 10 minutes away from campus, so I'm right in the middle of the city. I'm actually really close to Fenway Park. There's a game going on now, so in about a half hour we'll probably hear Sweet Caroline coming in from the stadium. So what I love about where I live is that I can just walk out the door and go for a walk for 15, 20 minutes and go pretty much anywhere. It's a really small city. There's lots of great food, beautiful parks, good art galleries, just so much fun stuff to do. And all I have to do is go outside and go for a walk. So I'm never bored here. I'm very, very lucky. But my favorite place to go is called the Fairmont Battery Wharf, and that's right downtown at the harbor. And if you go at night, you just have the whole city skyline reflecting on the water, and it's actually pretty quiet and peaceful over there. Over here, there's a lot of sirens. It is kind of the loud part of the city, but if you go near the water, it's really pretty and it's a lot quieter.
Oh, that's awesome. I've only been to Boston once, so I would have to go back to check
Yeah,
that
you have
out.
to come back.
Yeah, definitely. So besides Boston, what other places in the Northeast do you like? Or have you visited maybe your favorite place?
Yeah, so I've gotten to go a lot of really cool places. I've been very lucky to kind of go out on some weekend adventures. But I have to say, my favorite place is probably my best friend is from Long Island, and her family has been very kind to welcome me for Thanksgiving and lots of trips over the years. And she's from a very small town in Long Island on the beach, and they just ride bikes and eat bagels and hang out on the beach, basically. And so I really like to go there. It's a small town called Babylon, and it's right on the water, and it's just the perfect little beach town that you would picture. So I always like to go there and ride the bikes and eat the bagels and hang out at the beach.
Yeah, that sounds really awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun weekend.
Very fun, nice and relaxing. Which it's nice to get away from all the city noise and just sit by the water and have some peace and quiet.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk a little bit about blogging, since we are, doing our blog of the week interview. So, what is your favorite part about blogging, or what do you love most about blogging?
My favorite part about blogging is definitely the people that I get to have conversations with that I never expected to. I started my blog out on Tumblr, which was a really fun way to start because there's a lot of really young people on Tumblr, and it's very interactive where people reblog their posts, and it's very open to people asking you direct questions. So I've been able to meet some really cool people online that I just never would have met without blogging, anywhere from other college students telling me about what's in their dining halls or what kind of grocery stores they have and asking for tips, and then us kind of forming friendships over our blogs. And being able to just give really concrete advice. A lot of people will come to my blog and say, this is my second year at college, I'm trying to eat healthier, I really don't know what to do, like what did you do with your dining halls? And to have that opportunity to talk with them and give them real advice and know that it's something small for me but can make a big difference for them is really valuable to me.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really great that you're able to, reach out to people like that and help other college students eat healthy. So yeah, that can be quite a challenge when you're in college for sure. And,
yes,
after college too.
It's just a lifelong challenge.
So what would you say is your favorite form of social media besides your blog?
That's a tough one. It's probably a tie between Instagram and Pinterest. I'm definitely a photo-loving person. I like obviously sharing food. The photos is probably the most fun part. So I like Instagram because it's fun to go through all of the tags and look at everyone else's recipes. And I've had some people follow me on Instagram, then I go look at their food, and their food looks amazing, and we kind of start cooking each other's dishes. And then Pinterest is just great for just looking at all of the food. It can be a little overwhelming sometimes, but I like they do that new thing with community boards where you can have a lot of people contribute to the same board. So I've found some really great recipe groups there that are fun to be a part of.
Yeah, Pinterest is really great for finding stuff like that and sharing your content as well. Yeah, for reaching a wider audience, people who might not have found your blog otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so last question, is there anything else you want to share with us about your blog or anything related to that?
Yes, I actually have some very exciting news. On October 1st, I'm going to be releasing my first cookbook. I decided to put together an e-cookbook that's over 50 recipes that are all 5 ingredients or less. So they're my favorite recipes. They're the simplest, the easiest to make. Most of them you can make in under 30 minutes. And it's also going to have some guides about how to meal plan for a week and all of my tried and true tips for saving money and time in the grocery store and the kitchen. So I couldn't be more excited about that. I actually was just finishing up shooting some of the last couple photos for those recipes. So you can look for that October 1st. I'm going to be hosting it on my blog page. It's just going to be $2.99 for a download, and that'll have, again, 50 recipes and a bunch of guides. My goal was to create something that costs less than a latte. So I was able to do that. So it'll be out in about 3 weeks, and I couldn't be more excited about it.
Okay, great, Madeline. That sounds awesome. And we will definitely, take a look at that and share that around, and hopefully, other Northeasterners will check it out too. So what we'll do is we will put the link to Madeline's blog under this video, as well as her post where she talks about her new cookbook, so that you guys can all check it out and give her some follows and some comments on her blog this week for being our blogger of the week. And thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And have a great day and a great week, everybody. Thank you, Madeline.
Great. Thank you, Rachel. Thanks, everybody.